Hello friends and welcome to Gardening with Nitin. Have you ever felt like that your plants are not producing enough food for you? The plants look healthy and you are doing everything right, be it watering, fertilizing, taking care of insects and disease, etc. The most likely issue for this is not having enough pollination. When I started my gardening, I have faced the same issue. In this video, I will discuss the pollination and what we can do to have the maximum yield. Let's dig into it. Many vegetables do not require pollination, and these veggies will all grow by being planted from seeds, such as broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, spinach, and all other leafy greens. Below ground root veggies such as carrots, radish, potato including sweet potato, ginger, garlic, ground level root veggies such as beets, turnips, most legumes including peas and beans, herbs like lemon balms, fenugreek, celery, onion. If you are growing any of these, then there is no need for pollination. Some of the vegetables that require pollinations are cucumbers, melon, watermelon, all types of squash, tomatoes, eggplant, pepper, both hot and sweet, berries and tree fruits. If you do not see pollinators in your garden, such as bees, butterflies, then it's an issue. The trick to invite them to your garden is to plant the flowers that attract the pollinators. The blue, purple, violet, white and yellow flowers are the best color to attract and invite these pollinators. Make sure you plant them in a bunch. Bees and other pollinators will draw to the same color flower if they are in clumps instead of scattered flowers with different color. So choose the flowers you like the most and it is hardy to your location. Do some research and get the perennial flowers, as this will save some of your money, as they will come back to life next season and you don't have to buy them in every spring. Plant them in your vegetable garden or the pots and keep it near your vegetable plants. Some vegetables have both male and female parts in the same flower, like tomatoes, pepper and eggplant. Even wind can pollinate them. You can also hand pollinate them. All you need is to tap on the flower, or the best and quick way to do is to get a cheap battery powered toothbrush and then hand pollinate them. For the plants with male and female flowers are separate, like squash, cucumbers, you can hand pollinate them with a small craft paintbrush. Just remember to get as much pollen on the female plant as you can. The more there is, the better the chance the fruit will develop well. Now let's go and I will show you how I do the hand pollination. So this is my tomato plant and this is the flower. So this is how you use the toothbrush. Gently touch the petal so that it can vibrate. And the same I will do for my pepper plant. That's it. So simple. So this is the loofah gourd I have. Tons of loofahs are coming. So to see which one is the male flower will only have flower. You won't see a loofah in the plant. Let's say this one has already pollinated, but you will see a loofah is coming, and then this is the female part of the flower. So you take your brush and gently take some pollen from the male flower, and then find the female flower. This one is also male. This one is also male. This one is also male. Okay, so the female, I don't have any female flower which is blooming now. So this is already pollinated, so you can see this loofah is coming. So you just have to come and gently touch the female flower, and that's how you will pollinate or hand pollinate these loofahs. If you like this video, then subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos on gardening. Thank you and God bless you all.